Tracy, thank you so much for meeting with me today. I really
Yeah.
appreciate you taking the time.
Absolutely.
Can you tell me a little bit about your insurance program?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know much about my insurance program. I guess I get my policies once a year, and that's that. I put them on, the bookshelf.
Yep, hear that a lot. So, as far as claims go, have you had any problems with any claims?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay. How about coverages? Anything that keeps you up at night?
Nothing that I can think of in that
In
department
service, everything good there?
I mean, I guess so. Like I said, I get my policies once a year and put them on a shelf.
I like to put things on the shelf too. You mentioned, or we talked a little bit about claims, but have you had any claims at all?
Actually, yeah, we have 2 going on right now.
Okay, and what type of claims are those?
They're work comp.
Work comp.
Mhm.
Okay, big ones, little ones.
So one was just a sliced finger with stitches. The other one, the guy actually rolled his ankle and sprained it.
Ouch.
So he's going through therapy, been on light duty.
Okay. They okay? They're recovering okay?
Slowly, yeah.
Slowly, you're
The
getting them
one
back?
ankle, yeah.
Okay. Well, when your agent came out about 3 months after renewal to do a claims review with you, and they got out your loss runs, they reviewed your open claims, they identified any high reserve claims, and made a plan with you to get those reserves dropped down so that you wouldn't be overpaying for your insurance. Were you comfortable with how they went through that process?
My agent has never actually done anything like that before.
Not a big deal?
No, I think it's a big deal, definitely.
Okay. Let me put that on the shelf for just a minute. Let me ask you about this.
Okay.
Now, as far as payroll goes, have you guys been growing at all? Hired or laid off anybody?
Yeah, so last year we actually laid off a few, but now we're growing again because we've had a few products that have taken off.
Okay.
So yeah, we're probably growing, 20% right now.
Okay, 20%. So have you had to hire any new employees?
Yeah, we've been hiring pretty consistently, about once a quarter.
Okay. So when your agent came out about 6 months after renewal to do a payroll review with you and got out your policies, turned to the page with the estimated payroll, got out your 941 from your accountant, compared the actual to the estimated so that you wouldn't be having any surprises at the end of the year or any kind of surprise audits where you had to pay more money. Were you comfortable with how they went through that process?
They actually haven't done that with me either.
Okay. No business need for that?
No, I definitely think there is now that you bring it up.
Okay. Let's put that on the shelf for just a minute. When your agent came out and talked to you about your claims after you had actually done them, and they, contacted you 24 hours after, 48 hours, 1 week, 2 weeks, and then a month after, just to kind of follow up with you and let you know where everything was at, just so there wasn't anything lingering out there and that you could keep running your business. Were you comfortable with how they went through that process?
No, they've never followed up with me after we've turned claims in. I think I basically just, dealt with an adjuster or whatever if there were questions, so.
Okay, not a big deal?
No, I think it is too. I'd like to, definitely be in correspondence with them with those claims that are open, so.
Okay, Tracy, can we talk about that?
Sure.
All right. When you do have claims, how would you like to see those handled going forward as far as, tracking those claims and knowing where you're at with your claims?
I guess I'd just like to see my agent following up with me to make sure everything's going okay.
Okay, and who would you see your agent following up with? Would it be just you, or who else would you want the agent to be keeping in touch with?
Probably myself and my HR manager.
What's your HR manager's name?
Stacy.
Stacy, okay. And as far as following through on those claims with you, were you seeing that 24, 48, 1 week, 2 weeks, and a month as something that would be good for you, or did you have some other timeline in mind?
No, I think that sounds fine.
That sounds fine?
Yeah.
Okay. And as far as touching base with those, was that something that you would rather do on email or phone?
I think either or would be fine.
Okay. All right. And can you tell me, why would doing that be important to you? Like, what would fall through the cracks if you weren't able to do that?
Well, obviously, we want to make sure they're being handled in a timely manner and, getting followed up on and closed, so.
Okay. Yeah, of course, you want to be able to keep your business running. So here's what I'm saying you want. You want to have your claims followed up on with yourself and Stacy from HR, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to develop just a timeline at 24, 48, 1 week, 2 weeks, and a month, so that you can make sure that you know where you're at, so you're not running around chasing down claims and you're able to run your business. Am I on track with that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And as far as doing your claims review, how do you see that going?
Well, I'm not really sure. Do you have maybe a suggestion on how that could be handled?
Yeah, I definitely don't want you to have to worry about claims. So who's the person that you would see sitting in with you talking about claims, just going over all the claims? Would it be Stacy again or somebody else?
Yeah, Stacy.
Stacy from HR? Okay. And then as a plan develops on that, how would you like that followed up on so that you know that things are getting done?
I don't know, I guess at least every quarter.
Every quarter?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then why is having that important to you? What's going to be missing if that doesn't happen? Anything that you would worry about?
Well, like you said, I just don't want anything to fall through the cracks.
Okay. All right. So here's what I'm hearing you say that you want. You would like to do the claims review with Stacy from HR. You would want to do that about quarterly, and you just don't want anything to be able to fall through the cracks. It sounds like we could probably sit down and do that maybe at the same time as a payroll review, but let's talk about that one first. How do you see that one going?
I don't know, I guess kind of the same way.
Okay. And would that one also be Stacy?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anybody else that you would imagine sitting in on a payroll review?
No, I think her and I are good
Okay.
to do that.
Now, with that one, you would get the 941 from your accountant? Is that somebody who would sit in, or?
Well, yeah, actually she could sit in too.
Okay, and what's her name?
Emily.
Emily, okay. All right, so when you have Stacy and Emily sitting in on that payroll review, what do you want to make sure that you cover so that you don't have to worry about anything as far as payroll and having to pay more money at the end of the year?
I guess it's just making sure everything's accurate.
Okay, so you want to check for accuracy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so suppose for a minute that we run the analysis and you're behind the 8 ball and only you're owing the insurance company money. You really are going to have 2 clear choices. You're going to either be able to endorse the policies and start sending the insurance company money. The other one is to create an escrow account, know how much is in it, and kind of keep control over your own money, but you're going to know that it's there. Which way would you rather go?
Probably an escrow account.
Okay. All right. So here's what I'm hearing you say you would want. You would want to sit down with Stacy from HR, your accountant Emily. You want to get out your policies, get out the 941. You want to double check those, make sure that they're accurate, and make sure that you're making a plan so that there's no surprises at the end of the year. You're not blowing up your budget, anything like that. And then you would also probably want to do that one in person, I'm guessing, with the claims review. So we'd want to do that one quarterly also?
Sure.
Okay. All right, so quarterly. All right. Am I on track with everything else with that?
I think so.
All right. Well, that's a game plan for you. So what would you like me to do?
I don't know. Could you put something together for me?
I would be happy to, but that's the easy part. Can we talk about the hard part?
There's the hard part.
Well, imagine it's 8 weeks from now, and here's your proposal. It's got all the things on it that you say you want. Meanwhile, you checked us out. You know that we're for real. We do what we say we're going to do. You look at the pricing. It's competitive. You think to yourself, I think I found myself a new agent. Can you picture that happening?
I think so.
Okay. Well, that's going to create a dilemma, and I'm wondering if we can talk about it.
Okay, what's the dilemma?
Well, the dilemma is that when you decide that I'm your new guy, how are you going to tell the other one that it's over?
I think I'll just tell him it's over.
That easy?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I tell you what he's going to do?
Okay.
All right. When he finds out you're thinking about making this change, he's going to jump in his car. He's going to drive on over here as fast as he can. He's going to run his VIP card through your back door. He's going to bring in his little wine and cheese basket, and he's going to say, oh, hey, why don't you pop the top on the wine and I'll slice the cheese. And then he's going to hop up in your lap and start telling you about all the things he's done for you. He's going to say, I don't know what those other guys are telling you. If it's price, I could match it. If it's coverages, we'll get them. And if it's service, I can do anything, and I mean anything that those other guys can do. And I'm just wondering, when he does it, how are you going to handle it?
I'm just gonna tell him the truth.
And you're comfortable with that?
Yeah,
So it's done?
it's done.
All right, I'll get to work.
All right.
Thanks.